Ever wondered why some Filipino businesses succeed globally while others never cross our borders? Today, I'll show you how international trade really works and how you can become part of the world market. Welcome to another episode of Entrepreneurship, from textbooks to real life. Today, we explore how global trade actually works, why the Philippines trades with the world, and how entrepreneurs like you can participate. This isn't just theory. This is the foundation for building businesses that can compete globally. So let's bridge classroom concepts with real-world opportunities. In this session, we will break down the fundamentals of international trade and why it matters for entrepreneurs. We will look at logistics, Incoterms, legal requirements, and the challenges businesses face when trading globally. Finally, we will connect these topics to real Filipino exporters and business opportunities. International trade is the exchange of goods, services, and capital across borders. Nations participate because no country can produce everything efficiently on its own. This is the essence of comparative advantage. For the Philippines, trade allows us to access technology, markets, and investment, fueling development and innovation. The Philippines exports high-value electronics, agricultural products like bananas and tuna, and world-class BPO services. These industries generate foreign currency and create jobs for millions of Filipinos. For instance, the tuna industry in General Santos supplied major global markets. We import fuel, machinery, food products, and raw materials that fuel our industries and daily consumption. Imports complement local production and enable businesses to create globally competitive goods. For example, electronics manufacturers import components, assemble them locally, and export them as finished products. International trade supports GDP growth, job creation, and diversification of the Philippine economy. By participating in global markets, we reduce vulnerability to domestic economic shocks. Think of the BPO industry. Trade in services transformed our economy and created new career paths. Trade also encourages technology transfer, new business models, and global partnerships. When Filipino companies compete internationally, they are encouraged to innovate and improve quality. Trade isn't just economic, it is cultural exchange, strengthening relationships between nations. So, how does a product reach from a seller in one country to a buyer in another? It passes through a chain of logistics players, legal requirements, and customs checkpoints. Understanding this system is your doorway to becoming a global entrepreneur. Suppliers create goods, freight forwarders coordinate shipment, carriers transport goods, customs inspects and clears them, and importers receive them. Every player adds value and ensures the product arrives safely and legally. As entrepreneurs, knowing each step protects you from delays and losses. Incoterms are standardized rules that define responsibilities of buyers and sellers in international trade. They clarify who pays for shipping, who handles customs, and when risk transfers. Using Incoterms properly avoids disputes and protects your business. Risk transfer, cost allocation, and documentation responsibilities vary under each Incoterm. For example, under FOB, the seller delivers goods to the port. Under DDP, the seller handles nearly everything up to the buyer's door. Choose your terms wisely to avoid financial and legal surprises. Incoterms do not define ownership transfer, payment terms, product quality obligations, or penalties for non-compliance. These must be clearly written in your sales contract. Think of Incoterms as a tool, not the entire agreement. The Customs Modernization and Tariff Act modernized Philippine customs systems. It promotes transparency, automation, and risk-based inspection to reduce smuggling and delays. Understanding this law helps entrepreneurs navigate import and export processes smoothly. Trade involves multiple agencies: Bureau of Customs, Department of Trade and Industry, Department of Agriculture, Food and Drug Administration, Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, and Philippine Ports Authority. Each plays a role in ensuring safety, legality, and efficiency in international trade. As future entrepreneurs, knowing who to coordinate with saves you time and penalties. From securing permits to customs clearance and cargo release, every step matters. Missteps can lead to costly delays or seized goods. Knowledge is your best defense. Exporting requires compliance with buyer standards, proper documentation, booking shipments, and customs filing. Filipino exporters succeed when they prepare well and understand foreign buyer requirements. International trade is document-intensive because it involves legal, financial, and logistical risk. Accurate paperwork ensures smooth movement, payment security, and compliance. Import and export documentation differ, but at the core are invoices, packing lists, permits, and customs declarations. Banks may require additional files like letters of credit for secure payments. Both exports and imports matter. Exports earn foreign exchange, while imports support production and affordability. Balanced trade supports national growth and competitiveness. The Philippines faces delays, high logistics costs, paperwork bottlenecks, port congestion, and tariff complexity. These challenges raise business costs, but they also create opportunities for innovation. Manual processes and redundant requirements extend clearance to 5 to 10 days versus 1 to 2 days in countries like Singapore. Time is money in trade, especially for perishable and small enterprises. Transportation costs in the Philippines can reach 20% of product value. Geography, limited competition, and infrastructure issues drive costs up. Efficient logistics can be a competitive advantage for your business. Paper-based systems cause inefficiencies and errors. Digital transformation is essential for faster, cheaper, and more transparent trade. Congested ports delay shipment schedules and raise storage and tracking costs. Investments in port modernization aim to solve this over time. Correct HS classification prevents penalties and delays. SMEs should work with trained customs brokers or study tariff codes carefully. Systems like TradeNet, NSW, and AEO help modernize trade and support compliant businesses. These reforms aim to improve efficiency and reduce corruption. Compared to Singapore and Thailand, we take longer and spend more to import and export goods. Closing this gap will unlock huge value for Filipino entrepreneurs. Think global from the start. Master documentation, build strong logistics partnerships, and use government trade support. Small businesses can and do win in international markets. Remember, even home-based sellers can export through platforms like Etsy, Shopee International, and TikTok Shop. Knowledge, compliance, and ambition are your gateways to the world. Thank you for joining this lesson bridging textbooks and real-world entrepreneurship. Remember, borders are not barriers. They are bridges to new opportunities. Every global brand started with a small idea and the courage to try. Believe in your potential, build your knowledge, and take your place in the global market. See you in our next video. Keep learning, building, and dreaming global.